Okay, you guys, we are back with another video, honey. Guys, I feel like I'm coming down with the flu. I don't know what the heck is going on, but it's so weird. And you know what? If I get the flu, I know where it's coming from. Or if I get anything, I know where it's coming from. And I'm going to tell you guys where it's coming from. We're going to talk about Hallie in this video, but I want to put this out there in case anything happens to me. Because as I said to you guys, when some people are not at UA hospital, it's like it runs in such a reckless and careless manner. I don't know. I remember being at the hospital and a mother and a daughter came in and there was some illness going on, but I remember the daughter was coughing consistently. And I remember sitting on the chair and I had my backpack. It was right in front of me and I kind of cushioned it to close my eyes because I was really sleepy. And I said, let me close my eyes a bit. I know I wouldn't be able to sleep, but let me at least rest my eyes a bit, right? And then I know that the sound pulled my attention to someone behind me. And when I looked behind me, there was a girl coughing consistently, rapidly, nonstop. And I was like, this is weird. This coughing is not normal, but it was so decent of her that she was wearing a mask. I don't know if the hospital gave her a mask or anything. And I'm saying, we experience COVID and we're coming out of COVID and you hear that there's H3N1. Why is it that the hospital is not automatically isolating people that comes in with cough, cold and fever? Automatically, you should be placed in a waiting room that is locked away from everyone else. Why were those people seated amongst the general population? And I'm not saying this as a form of disrespect, to them. But can you imagine? I already have a compromised immune system and you're gonna and then I saw the doctors and nurses coming to talk to them. And I believe as such it was some kind of emergency case because I don't know if the girl was asthmatic or what, but they were saying they were short-staffed and out of bed. And then they came to her reassuring her that, oh, you're going to get a bed soon. And I'm saying, but if she is to get a bed soon, why isn't she in that area on a chair or something? Why is she here? And I was so pissed, but you don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. And I immediately got up from that area and I put myself in another corner. And the entire time that I was at the hospital, I was so cautious because I know that it's the flu season and I'm looking at what is going on in England and the rest of the world with mysterious, flus and cough, colds and other illnesses. And I'm saying, I already have a compromised immune system. I don't want to be around anyone who has a cough or cold because God forbid, And then I got home and I said, something about that girl and her coughing has been bothering me since then, I kid you absolutely not. Something about her and her coughing has been resting on me. So much so that I said, let me take some vitamin C to boost my immune system. And there's this other thing like electrolyte powder that I take. It has like selenium, zinc, copper and stuff. And I did that. I've been doing that consistently. And then today I woke up and I started sneezing and the sneeze wasn't a regular sneeze. The sneeze was so weird. It was so weird. And I said, this sneeze is not normal sneeze because I know my allergy sneeze. This sneeze is giving the sense that something is coming, And then about an hour after that horrible, wicked sneeze, I started feeling a bit weird in my head. I started having a bit of a chill and all of that. And I said, you know what? I'm going to walk. Let me go for a walk for 30 minutes And even though I wasn't feeling well, I said, let me go walk for at least 30 minutes, get some fresh air, connect with Mother Nature and see if Mother Nature can help to pull this feeling out of me. And I went for a walk for 30 minutes. When I came back, I was feeling much better, but still somewhat have this sucky kind of feeling. You know that sucky kind of feeling that you get when you are about to come down with the flu? That sucky kind of feeling. And the truth of the matter is, even though I have a compromised immune system, I'm not the person to get a flu. Ever since I was a child, I haven't been the person to get a flu. When I get the flu, it's under rare circumstances. You must know that it's going around, and even when I mingle with people, I don't. Like, I can remember three times in my entire lifetime since I've gotten the flu. As a child and as an adult, I can remember three times that I've ever gotten the flu. 3 times. I remember it was a couple years ago. I don't know, for some reason, every winter in St. Thomas, the flu hits there first. I don't know why. And I remember my daughter went to her grandmother's house. Then she came by my house. And when she came by my house, and this is why, I don't care what anyone wants to say. I don't want anyone in my house, especially around this time and this season. Because my daughter came, and when she came, she didn't say anything to me. She didn't say her grandmother had the flu or anything, because if she had said that to me, I would have given her some Panadol multi-symptom, some vitamin C, and I have this tea that I make. It's a black tea. So if you can get a black English tea, I would use normally you use 2 tea bags, but if I want to boost my immune system, I don't know. There's something about this black English tea that works like a charm. I guess I'm going to have to do a separate video for the Hala video because this is already 7 minutes. So I would I'll put 3 or 4 tea bags, the black English tea, and I'll let it steep for at least 5 minutes. Cover it, let it steep until you see the black line on top of the water around the edge of the teacup. And I would sweeten it with either honey or sugar. I would make it real sweet. And what I would then do is just to add lime juice, like natural lime juice to it. And I would ensure that I add 2 or 3 little pieces of cloves to it. And I would drink that as warm as possible and take not 1 vitamin C, 2 vitamin C, and I would take zinc along with that. And normally when I do that, if I feel that the flu might have hit my system, I would we have some we have some pills here in Jamaica. So we have Cetamol and we have Panadol. Not the Panadol that you guys have, not the Cetamol that you guys have. The ones that we have here are very much different. But the one that says drowsy, it doesn't make you drowsy. And that's what we all have figured out. It's collectively as a people, we've all figured out that the one that says drowsy actually doesn't make you drowsy. It's the one that says non-drowsy that makes you drowsy. Don't ask me what is wrong with us as a people, as Jamaicans. So I would get the Panadol cold and flu, or what works like a charm for me is Cetamol multi-symptom. That one in the red pack, Cetamol multi-symptom. It gets rid of the aches, the pain, everything. So I would drink that tea, take the vitamin C, take the Cetamol multi-symptom, and then guess what? 32 ounces of pure natural coconut water, lime juice added to that. And after you drink that tea, you let it set in your body. You take the Cetamol multi-symptom, or if you want to do the Panadol multi-symptom, and then you drink the 32 32 ounces of coconut water, and you try and drink that 32 ounces of coconut water within. And so after I drink the tea, because I drink it, you have to drink it really like as hot as you can, right? With vitamin C. And if you feel like the flu has already hit your system or the cold, you take the Panadol or the Cetamol multi-symptom, right? Ensure that your stomach, you've had something to eat before doing this, right? Because the black tea can be an irritant. The lime juice can be an irritant to your stomach, and the pills can be an irritant to your stomach. So ensure that, your stomach is filled. And if you have a sensitive stomach, you take something to coat your stomach. And then I'll wait 30 minutes, right? And after 30 minutes, you should feel a bit of a thirst because the pill starts working now and all of that. But here's how you're going to boost the effect of that tablet that you took with the black tea and everything it's just going to flush everything out of your system. You're going to drink 32 ounces of coconut water, not cold. If you get it cold, you're going to put it out, let it chill for about 15 minutes so you have it at a nice temperature, not hot, but not cold, right? And you're going to drink that 32 ounces within 30 minutes. Don't drink it too rapidly, but, you're going to drink it within 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, 32 ounces of coconut water. And then, after 30 minutes pass, your first urine, it's gonna smell like horse piss. It's true. It's gonna smell like horse piss. You're gonna wonder, it's gonna have the weirdest scent that a urine can ever have. And that's it passing out your system. And what the coconut water is going to do, it's because coconut water flush toxins out of your body and it detoxes your body. Coconut water is a natural detox for your body. It's a natural detox for your immune system. And yeah, several doctors have told me that. I didn't understand why the coconut water, it's just something like for who is familiar with my channel, you guys know I would always say I listen to my body, and oftentimes, I don't know, it's like I have a bit of sixth sense because from I've left the hospital, something has been telling me to drink orange juice, drink orange juice, drink orange juice, drink orange juice. Every day, something has been telling me to drink orange juice, get some orange juice, get some orange juice. But I only drink one orange juice, and that is True Juice orange juice. And I don't see any in my neck of the woods. So the flu is rampant because people know that True Juice is the most authentic thing you can get for orange juice. But as I was saying, what the coconut water is going to do is going to flush your system, and you're going to urinate a lot. It's going to have you urinating a lot. But you see that first urine after you drink the black tea with the lime juice and the coconut water, that first urine, trust and believe, it's going to smell like horse piss. It's true. It's going to smell like horse piss. You're going to ask yourself, did that really come out of me? And then after that, you're going to consistently urinate. And then the following day, you're going to wake up. You're going to feeling fresh. You're going to feel revitalized. You're just going to feel brand new. You're going to feel like yesterday never happened. And ensure that you go to bed extra early and ensure that you get at least not 8 hours of sleep, but at least 10 to 12 hours of sleep so that your body can, rest and heal and really feel revived. So that's what I normally do if I feel like I'm coming down with a flu. That remedy came to me just naturally a couple years ago, and it has never failed. I would normally buy a big box of black tea, and people would always, anyone who comes to my house, they would ask, why you have so much of that tea? That's the reason why. And if I feel a little bit groggy, or even if I feel, I don't know, it gives me that extra pickup. I think I feel the black tea is really, really, really good. So that's just another little home remedy for you guys. If you feel like you're coming down with a cold or flu, it's what normally works for me. But as I was saying, ever since that girl behind me was coughing, and when I tell you it wasn't a regular cough, it was not a regular cough. But I'm gonna watch it because I don't like how I'm feeling. I don't normally have the flu. I really don't. Last year I had sinus problems. It was bad. It was so bad. My sinus was bleeding consistently. And when you have a sinus infection, but outside of that, I can consciously remember in my entire life having the flu only about 3 times, if that much. Only about 3 times. But I'm gonna watch to see what's going on, because I remember that girl coughing behind me, and it's not no regular cough, and it's just weird. And yeah, if anything happens, if I feel weird, if I feel extremely weird beyond the usual, I'm going back to the hospital, and that moment is the first moment that I'm gonna tell them about, because cameras were there. God forbid she has, something that's contagious. God forbid. I hope it's asthma and nothing more, or whatever is going on with her. I hope it's not serious. But I remember, and I was like, why aren't they situating people with coughs and colds and fever in a separate area? Why? They should be in a closed off area, But what to do, right? But stick around. The next video, we're going to talk about Hallie, okay?